This right here is my favorite way to make gold in Classic WoW, and it's something you can do without even being level 60. You can start doing this at level 35, and you can do it as every single class. That is right, you don't have to be a mage or a hunter, and if you're playing a priest or a warrior or basically anything else than a mage or a hunter, you probably want to listen up and try some of these strategies for yourself, and we're talking about passive gold making here. It is something you can start doing very early, and you can expand on it over time as well. You probably want to listen throughout the entire video here because we will be scaling things up. As we go, we'll get into some of the math as well, how to make even more gold than you thought were possible, and the long-term sustainability of this gold making strategy throughout both Classic WoW, Fresh Classic WoW, the Anniversary servers, and TBC. Let's go. So first off, we have arguably the easiest one to get into due to the barriers to entry here. It's very cheap to skill up, and that is in leatherworking. You will have something called a salt shaker. This will allow you to turn deep rock salt into refined deep rock salt, and this one has a 3-day cooldown. So every 3 days you can turn a deep rock salt, which is basically worth nothing, into refined deep rock salt, so that is worth quite a lot. If we go to the auction house right now, we can search up for refined deep rock salt, for example, and this one is currently selling for 17 gold on the auction house right now, almost 18 gold. If we just round up to 18 here and it's 3 days, that is basically 6 gold every single day, provided you do this every time your cooldown comes off cooldown. Now, for this one, you also need to have a certain amount of skill in leatherworking. So going over to Wowhead here, you can see this is the item you need to have. It's a salt shaker made by engineers, but it requires leatherworking to use. And you can see you need to have 250 skill in leatherworking. Now, leatherworking is super easy to skill up. You can even make gold while skilling it up. And I'm going to have another video coming out this week talking about how to make raw gold with leatherworking. So not only can you skill up leatherworking for cheap, you can make gold while doing it. Not just make gold, make raw gold while doing it. Next up on the list, we have the pattern for Mooncloth, and this one is on a 4-day cooldown and allows you to turn 2 Fellicloth into 1 Mooncloth. Now, this one is arguably going to be the least valuable out of all of them here, due to it having the longest cooldown and some of the lowest profitability ratings that you can currently have at the moment when doing cooldown crafts. So going to the auction house right now, we can take a look at how much this is worth. So first of all, let's take a look at the price of Fellicloth, and if I just do this and take away the picture, you can see that Fellicloth is currently selling for about 2 gold each, so you need to have 4 gold to start doing this. So then you turn 4 gold into 1 Mooncloth, and that is currently selling for 19 gold. So 15 gold every 4 days, a little bit under 4 gold per day on that character, once again provided you do that craft every single time that it comes off cooldown. So not the best one to do, but once again, tailoring as well is very easy to skill up. And if we go over to, for example, Wowhead one more time, you can take a look at the pattern for Mooncloth. Requires 250 skill in tailoring to start doing. So based on you needing to be over 225, you need to be level 35 plus. But the good thing here is 250 plus is where tailoring gets expensive. So you don't even have to max out tailoring, you can be 250 and then literally skill up slowly over time by simply making Mooncloth and making gold. You don't need to, and there's no benefits in being over 250 when it comes to this craft. And then we have Alchemy. So first of all, you have the one that everyone is doing, the Transmute Arcanite. This one takes 1 Thorium bar and an Arcane Crystal and transmutes it into an Arcanite bar. This one has a 2-day cooldown, and when going to the auction house, once again, let's take a look at the prices here. Thorium bars are usually about 10 to 20 silver each, depending a little bit. Like if we go here to Thorium bar, for example, I think right now they're about 20. Give or take, yeah, this is about a little bit more than 20, like 30 or 40 at the moment. Let me just go to TSM, it's way better. So Thorium bar is 37, but you can also see that it's 184%. Let me just take away the picture once again. At the moment, 37 silver each, but I have been buying them for about 32 actually, so not that bad. And then we have Arcanite Crystal, which is selling for 36.4, and Arcanite bar that is selling for about 45 last time I checked. It's up to 53 now. Now, my math was based on 45 that I made earlier today, like literally 30 minutes ago. So somebody has tried to flip the market, but usually this one is about 9 gold profit on a transmute here, and that is every 2 days. So 9 gold profit every 2 days would be 4.5 gold every single day, but at the moment that profit is quite much bigger at the moment due to somebody flipping the auction house. So if you capitalize on somebody flipping the market, you can make even more gold, obviously, but usually it's about 9 gold profit, especially on the PvE server Thunderstrike. So yeah, 9 gold profit every 2 days on this one. And going over to Wowhead once again, this one has a little bit of a higher like skill requirement. It's 200, that was the Mooncloth pattern. Let me just go over to Transmute Arcanite, there we go. So Transmute Arcanite is 275. 25 more than both the other ones, so 250 on the previous ones, and 275 here. Alchemy is also the most expensive profession to skill up between leatherworking, tailoring, and alchemy, but you can make a lot of the gold back. I just leveled up a character yesterday to level 35, and I spent 175 gold skilling up tailoring to 275, but I got 150 gold back in market value, and most of those items have already sold. I'm usually focusing on invisibility potions, sprint potions like the swiftness potions, swim speed potions, mana potions, even health potions, and selling those on the auction house. Now, Alchemy is where passive gold making and these cooldown crafts starts getting really interesting, because as an alchemist you have access to multiple transmutes, including this one right here, Transmute Undeath to Water. And I've talked about this once before in a previous video, like a month ago or something, or not even a month ago, like 2 weeks ago-ish. And in that video I mentioned this really quickly, and I saw a couple of comments about this recipe being very expensive, so I wanted to do some math in this video on that recipe. So first of all, what this one does is it has a 1-day cooldown. Going back to the picture here, you're turning Essence of Undeath into Essence of Water on a 1-day cooldown, instead of this one which has a 2-day cooldown. So this one, 2 days. This one on the other hand, you can do every single day. We also just talked about the previous one, the Arcanite bar, giving you about 9 gold profit every 2 days. This one on the other hand, once again, Essence of Undeath into Essence of Water. Essence of Undeath right now is selling for 50 silver each, and Essence of Water, like going over here, is selling for 22.5 gold. This is 22 gold profit every single day, instead of 9 gold profit every other day. So basically, every 2 days you would get 44 gold profit here, versus 9 gold from Transmute Arcanite. That is a significant difference. That being said, when you search this up, you will see the recipe. Like if I go here, okay, Transmute Essence of Undeath, we can go for that one instead. And there was a couple of them previously, like if you go to Transmute, we have Essence of Undeath to Water. This one is selling for about 800 gold on most servers out there, and I just want to cover some math here. When should you consider buying this, and how early do you start making profit from your purchase? Well, once again, we have done some math here to check that out. So you can see here as well, 275 requirement, so it's the same one as the other transmute, the regular Arcanite transmute, 275 as well, and this one also 275. So let's talk about the math and when you should consider buying this. So first of all, Transmute Essence of Undeath to Water, the recipe costs you 800 gold, and I did the math here about 1 hour ago, so the price back then was 30 silver, and the Essence of Water was 21 gold, which gave you a daily profit of 20.7, but as I just showed you guys on the auction house, at the moment, in 1 hour, the profit went to 22 gold instead of 20.7, so if selling them right now, you're making 22 gold profit instead of 20.7. Either way, the math here is being done with 20.7. So going over to the next one right here, we also have, for comparison, Transmute Arcanite is currently 9 gold profit and 2-day cooldown, so 4.5 gold every single day. Now, if you have 800 gold and you're making 800 gold is the price of the recipe, and you're making 20.7 gold profit every single day, that gives you 38.6 days to break even on buying the recipe. We can round that up to 9 days, 39. After 39 days, you will then start making profit, so you spend 39 days doing a daily craft to get the gold back, like the invested gold. After 39 days, you are now profitable, and you can start printing gold. Now let's look at Transmute Arcanite versus Essence of Undeath to Water over a whole year, because I'm assuming that the anniversary servers will last for about 1 more year before they go to TBC, so this is just to give you guys an example of how much gold you can make throughout the remainder of Fresh Classic WoW before they go over to the Burning Crusade. So, Transmute Arcanite profit after a year, assuming the same profit we currently have, which is 9 gold profit every single transmute, that would give you, like once again it's 4.5 gold every single day, right? That would give you 1,642 gold and 50 silver over a full year. However, the Transmute Essence of Undeath to Essence of Water over a year, assuming the same profit margin as currently, aka 20.7 gold, like the profit here could go both up and down, but will probably be around the same price for the majority of the year. That would give you 7,555 gold. Now, to compare those two numbers right there, to give you a kind of a difference, Essence of Undeath to Essence of Water makes 5,913 gold, or a little bit over 5,900 gold more than the Arcanite Transmute over a year. So suddenly, investing 800 gold into a recipe doesn't look that bad, because that 800 gold will, over a whole year, give you 5,900 gold more. That is a very, very good ROI, or return on investment. Very, very good. Now this one will remain very good because the barrier to entry, it does require a recipe that is currently selling for 800 gold, and that by itself will deter people off. They will look at 800 gold price tag and they will think this is a bad investment, or why would I spend 800 gold on a recipe when I can buy my epic mount for 900 gold? And looking at the math once again, over a year spending that 800 gold will give you 5,900 gold back if we assume the same profit as we currently have. So if you have the gold for it, definitely buy that recipe would be my recommendation here, and start reaping the benefits and absolutely print gold. Now, in addition to that, when it comes to long-term sustainability here for these, when you go to TBC, like we just talked about this one, right, making gold until a TBC, well, guess what? 2 out of the tier 3 professions we have talked about today also makes gold in the same way in the Burning Crusade. So for tailoring, you no longer have regular Mooncloth, but you have Spellicloth, Shadowcloth, and Primal Mooncloth. And the thing is, you can make all of them, as they will be on separate cooldowns. At least that was how it was back in the day, and should be the same this time, where they will be working on separate cooldowns and you can make all of them, and some are in much bigger demand than the other ones. Like for example, Spellicloth is usually selling for a decent chunk. That being said, you have to make them into BOEs and sell those BOEs in TBC. Like, making these cloth, tailoring is going to make a lot more gold passively in the Burning Crusade than they do in Classic. Like, at the moment, it's the least valuable one to have because Mooncloth isn't really that good and has a 4-day cooldown, but in TBC, everything changes. So you have all of these 3 that you can make and still make gold in the same way, like once again, passively crafting every 4 days, or 3.8 days. And for transmuting, you also have Transmute Primal Might and Transmute Skyfire Diamond. You have multiple transmutes. I just wanted to show you these 2 right here to show you that once again you have transmutes in TBC as well. Now, to make gold this way, you need to be level 35 currently in Classic WoW to get the highest skill for the professions to be able to start doing these crafts, and in the Burning Crusade, you will need to be level 50. So throughout these fresh servers, you want to level up from level 35 to level 50 to keep making gold in TBC as well, and what I'm personally doing is simply leveling 1 level every single week. We get about 1 level of rested experience every single week, or basically 10 days equals cap, but the cap would be 1.5 levels, so for me I'm just leveling 1 level every single week with rested experience, and that way you will be level 50 or even level 60 when TBC comes out, and then you can keep making gold the exact same way, just passively making gold. It's something you can do you can start with 1 character, then scale up. You can start doing 2, 3, 4, 5, and just make infinitely more gold. It is super scalable, super simple. It does require a little bit of input from the start, like leveling up the professions could be expensive, but once again, tailoring plus leatherworking, you can make raw gold back while skilling up, and even alchemy, you make most of the gold back by selling potions on the auction house that you made while skilling up. Now, if you want to learn more about gold making when it comes to crafting, farming, or even investing, or regular auction house strategies, or other ways to make gold in Classic WoW, then check out my gold making guide through the link down below, in the video description, or the pinned comment. It is over 130 pages packed with gold making information. You will find a lot of different farms you can do for every single class in this guide as well. So if you're wondering about where to farm, you can just read up on the guide, look up on all the farms that are recommended there, and just pick a farm, try it out, and see how it feels. In addition to that, you get access to a gold making Discord community with a lot of like-minded individuals that are also interested in making gold in Classic WoW. In that same Discord server, you also get early access to content, so YouTube videos, gold farming videos, you will have access to them before they go public. So once again, check it out, the link is down below, and if you do buy the guide, thank you so much. It directly supports me and helps me make more content and find more ways to make gold and share them with you guys. So once again, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below and let me know your favorite way to make gold in Classic WoW in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.